the city of... And the batter now, Corbin Carroll. Fouled off. He was late. Bounce to the right side. Real Muto to first. One up, one down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Troy Lavello. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And now it's Josh Naylor. 2 outs, base is empty. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Diamondbacks down quickly, and now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and our pitcher in this game, Corbin Burnes.
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That's down and in. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Into the second deck it goes, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Turner now. Up the middle. Perdomo. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a man at first. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Well, Boog, we got Burns working on the mound in this one, and he's a guy that rose through the minors rather quickly. Drafted back in 2016, and he made his major league debut just 2 seasons later. That's a fast climb, and he's been able to conquer lots of challenges thrown his way.
Harper, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And here comes Alec Bohm. That one missing inside. Hit in the air, left field, Gurriel. And that ends the inning. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here, Citizens Bank Park, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Way high there, and a count 2-1. High fly ball on that one, curling foul down the right side.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's downstairs and outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Stepping in, Jake McCarthy. Falling behind 2-1. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A 2-run blast. And they take the lead. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one not close. And it's 2-1. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that ball.
Man at first, and here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is Max Kepler. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Outside low, 2-1. That one to first. Naylor takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. This is Bryson's stop.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a ground ball. Marte. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
So 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Man on second, 2 down. Caught him looking for the K. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. That's a strike. And the count 1-2.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Ketel Marte.
One out, bases empty.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor. On the inside corner for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that skips in the dirt. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
Kyle Schwarber.
Swung on, belted. And it's off the wall. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Trey Turner now. And a count 1-2. Man at second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And on second, 2 down. And the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Out of the 4th, here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Inside, just missed.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now here is Jake McCarthy. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
2 outs, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Outside low. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So 1-2-3 go to Diamondbacks. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's Alec
for the
Bohm.
Phillies, 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Max Kepler at the plate. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, Phillies down a run. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And now 2-2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bryson Stott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This one in the air, right field. Carroll makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Going to count 1-2. And there's a ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Moreno.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Now it's going to be Geraldo Perdomo. 2 down, nobody on. That misses the zone. 2-1. There's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. That'll make it out of here. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
In the dirt, and it's 2-1. Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Here's the 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's in the dirt. Ketel Marte waiting to hit for the D-backs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line to left, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Well, he really had to battle for that
Now
one.
batting,
Man, that was
second
so fun to
baseman,
watch.
Patel
Nice job of
Marte.
driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game.
Now
Here's
pitching
Ketel
for
Marte.
the Phillies, number 41, Joe Ross.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Man at second. Hard hit left side. Zips it across. They get the out on Marte. They limit the damage here, but the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the inning, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Kevin Ginkel getting loose out there. Puck getting cranked up as well. On the ground, right side. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social
Now
media
batting,
later on, but it's
designated
still
hitter,
important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Misses
Outside,
off the
that's
plate.
ball.
And that's ball 2.
Let's go, Phillies, come on.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 outs, runner at first. Digging in, Trey Turner. Now one missed. That misses.
Nope, that's the ball.
And now 3 balls and a strike.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Tying run at the plate. And the tying run is on base.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's it for Corbin Burns, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Puck.
These are the spots
A.J.
relievers
Puck.
really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here comes the always dangerous Bryce Harper in a big situation. Next offering way off the plate.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Phillies leave a couple, and they still trail it here 3-1. Back here in Philadelphia, starting the sixth, John Shelby with Chris Singleton.
Naylor.
And leading off, Josh Naylor. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it. 2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose Ruiz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Alvarado getting loose as well. To the right side. Stop. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
And now, Jake McCarthy. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
They told me slowly is the fastest way to keep it.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will. It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, it was a really good job setting him up right
Now
there.
batting,
Pitcher and
third
catcher working
baseman,
together to finish him off
Kelly.
with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Got him swinging.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
Now batting Max Kepler. And a slider in there for a strike. Just off the outside edge. JT Realmuto waiting in the on-deck circle.
If they can get him up, he'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
And that one hammered. And it's gone. He'll touch them all. It's 3-2.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's JT Realmuto. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's a little bit high. 2-2.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And it ties it up. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Bryson Stott now at the plate.
Now pitching for Arizona.
And that one misses up
37.
and in. And that's ball 2. And there's a foul ball. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. A gigantic blast. And just like that, they're out front. It's 4-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And now here is Brandon Marsh. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Joe Mantiply, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Thompson, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Diamondbacks 3.
Pitching
Back
for the
now
Phillies.
and on the mound, a closer,
Number 68.
Jordan Romano.
Well, the best
Jordan
relievers love the
Romano.
opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one outside, and it's 2-2. Got him swinging for the toe. Some high cheese for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now it's going to be Pavin Smith. Looking to get the tying run on base.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. A 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. And we're starting over. It's 4-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo. And like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well. And that carried way over the wall.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Moreno will hit next. And it is 2-1. Just missed. Geraldo Perdomo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tied at 4. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
Next,
hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Perdomo.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Called strike right there.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Now batting,
Really nice job
right
of 2-strike hitting in
fielder,
that at bat.
Carroll.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big.
Pitching for
Now
the Phillies.
Corbin Carroll to the dish for
Number
a big
50.
at bat.
Orion Carteret.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's 5-4.
Now batting,
Back-to-back
second
base
baseman,
hits.
Cattell
Absolutely
Marte.
blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
2 on, 1 out. And now Cattell Marte. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. Here's Gurriel. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Phillies 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Justin Martinez.
I think closer
Now
has to be
pitching
one of
for
the toughest
Arizona,
jobs in baseball, and
number
we see a
63,
pretty high turnover rate
Justin
because of it.
Martinez.
Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Kyle Schwarber.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. In the air, center field. McCarthy gets under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey
Turner at the plate. If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Two balls, one strike.
Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Phillies have just one out remaining.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Here comes Bryce Harper. The Phillies down to their final strike. Right side. And that one handled. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely